Hi everyone, and welcome to RollBound 2. I am your DM, Chas, and I'm going to go down the list and have everyone introduce themselves, starting with Groove.
Good tidings. I am Groove, and I am bound to the role of Jonathan Oneros Phage.
Alrighty, Allie.
Hello, I'm Allie, and I am bound to the role of Prince Xander.
Alright, Minnow.
Hello, I am Minnow, and I am bound to the role of Vivian Deshays.
Alright, Joey.
My name is Joey, and I'm bound to the role of Jay Elwood. Forgot his last name for a second.
Alright, Dakota.
Hello everyone, my name is Dakota, and I am bound to the role of Lysel.
And last but never least, Mickey.
Hi, I'm Mickey, and I am bound to the role of Emiko.
I'm so fucking scared right now. I think we're good. Okay, so where we last left off, you guys... Oh man, I'm so upset I can't stream for Groove. This is bullshit. What the fuck? Discord? Okay.
So I'm gonna spend the first 30 minutes trying to fix the sprinkler, so it's okay.
Fucking enshittification of Discord continues. Thanks.
Yeah. So where we last left off, you guys had just done the ice room, and Xander, to preserve spirit guardians, I believe, ran forward to the next room, and I need everybody to roll initiative. Oh my god, I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay, I have to give a little story time on this because I cut out like 10 minutes of us freaking out. So Discord, on the day that we came back to playing this game, literally just died. Like, it was like some sort of bug that literally just crashed all of Discord for like a solid 30 minutes. And it would like show some people as still in the call, but they would be in the call by themselves, even though for all of us, we were all tracking ourselves being in the call, but some people would be in the call by themselves, and then some people would be in the call groups of two, and just nothing was working. Nobody could see any of the text channels, nobody could see anything, but we were all, like, it was very strange, because, like, we would constantly go between everyone being in the call, or only half of us being in the call, or at least by the terms of, like, how we witness each other, and it was very strange, and it literally started happening right as we started session, and we were all freaking out, so I had to stop recording for like a solid 20 minutes, and then finally Discord figured itself out, and we were able to most of the way. There was a few times where it happened again, and then we were able to play again. So if the beginning of this session's a little weird, that is why, because we all play over Discord, and it was actively breaking. But yeah, enjoy the episode. Okay, I'm resuming my life. Okay. I believe I have everyone's initiative, though. That was fucked up. Hey, Discord, we survived the fucking gildening of September 8th.
The guild.
Because what the fuck was that?
Just got me wheezing, bro.
I didn't realize that I have no way to contact anyone in this group that I've known for 5 years outside of Discord.
Yeah, like, if you deleted your Discord, like, we are never seeing you again.
I probably could email you.
Yeah,
I assume that if Groove wants to find me, he could. Not the other way around, though.
I think I've given Groove my literal address.
I think it was an old one.
Also, I guess, like, he could find our emails through the documents we've shared with him.
That's what I was thinking now.
Or YouTube comments, commenting on RollBound. Help! My Discord! Help! My Discord!
Be pretty funny.
Okay. Oh my god.
I need you to know, by the way, Groove, when you were first posting in chat about how you were, like, alone, we all thought you were doing a bit and ignored you.
And then
No.
when Discord fixed itself, kinda, it happened to me, and I was like, "Oh, it wasn't a bit! It wasn't a bit!"
Wasn't sure if it was just me or what.
Yeah, it was like tracking everyone, like when they were in separate calls. It was really weird. Anyway,
It must have rolled over from the East Coast.
who fucking knows? All right, we are setting up. A lot of you are still in the other room. Xander, you see a room that looks like essentially like a forest that has a raging wildfire going through it. And you see a strange, like, vat in the corner of the room and a bunch of different types of fire-based elementals. However, let me do the thing that Discord was forbidding me from doing earlier. But at the start of initiative, we have Johnny.
Indubitably. Can I get over to the action from where I am?
You have a 30-foot movement speed?
Yeah.
So you could get right here, and you do... It's a little jank, but you do have a bit of a view into, like, the corner. It's
Guys,
like...
this is I'm so sorry to interrupt after all this, but I hear an ice cream truck.
You know, the last episode I started editing, I screamed for 5 minutes because the ice cream truck was going down our street and taking its sweet ass time. Like the
All the way down the country. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, push me to the bottom of initiative. I'll be back.
Actually leave just now. What the fuck?
Motherfucker said delay me.
What do you fucking mean right now?
That's fucking.
On recording.
Oh man!
I was waiting for him to come back and say it was a bit, but then he hasn't come back.
It's like telling your 12th century liege lord, "Hold on, my lord, I hear the fucking DoorDash driver outside."
Perhaps we shall hire a peasant to bring us nuggies. Fuck. Oh, this session is cursed in the best way. Anyway, I guess I'll skip Johnny's turn.
Hold on. I can fix this. Joey, I'm gonna slit your fucking throat.
Whoa,
Yeah!
whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa,
Okay, I'll be right back,
hey.
okay? I'll be right back.
The distant notes of the ice cream truck for me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'm gonna explode.
Jay, for
Yeah.
the love of God, please take your fucking turn.
Alright, I have 50 feet of movement speed because Aura of Alacrity and Cloak of the Winds. So I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. And then give Emiko a needle warding bond, and then I'm gonna go 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and sit right here next to Aspen. Hello, Aspen.
I'm kidding. Anything else for you?
Let me check distance. 1, 2, 3, 6-ish. So she's about 30 feet away. So she goes. Well, I actually don't care about that. Hold on. When you're counting distances for spells, do you ignore terrain?
Typically.
So like, okay, so then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Okay, so as long as she doesn't run at one of the elementals, she'll keep the warding bond.
Emiko, fucking speed racer. Anything else for your turn, Jay?
You know what? I might dash. But if I do that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Well, did you use your action to do the warding bond? I don't
You're
know.
right, I did use my action to do the warding bond. I'm stupid.
I didn't know if you also had a bonus action fucking bullshit item, because
Nope.
I give those out like candy.
I sure don't.
I'm like, everyone, we don't have a rogue in the party, so everyone gets a bit of cunning action as a treat. Anything else for your turn? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Emma Code, it's your turn.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
You're not fully in a square. I'm
What?
gonna put you in a square. Is everyone on a square now? Yeah. Except for Aspen. Get on that square. Get in here.
Okay. Yeah, so Johnny, or wait. Elwood. Okay, so I have to stay within 60 feet of you?
Yeah, you can literally go like all the way right fucking here though, and still do that.
Okay. Gotta grab the fucking thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then a bonus action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. You said I can get like right here?
Yep,
Okay, and there's a thing right there.
there is.
Okay.
It is a smaller elemental that kind of looks like an imp. But it has like weird like insectoid like wings and like a kind of it looks like the elemental version of an imp. They're called Physids.
Okay. I keep that note.
Back.
Welcome back. You can take your turn after
And
Emma
I
goes.
keep that note.
Okay. I haven't had an ice cream truck come by. Sorry. I haven't had an ice cream truck come by in years. And then right when I'm out here and all this shit is happening,
What'd you get?
so I put it in chat, I got a Sonic popsicle.
Oh, an actual 20. Okay.
What I rolled to get this popsicle.
I'm gonna attack with my dragon gliders. So, this thing is gonna get an ice skate to the neck.
Bet.
Shit, that's crap damage. To
Also, if you're dealing any fire damage, I would separate that.
yeah.
Do you even deal fire damage?
I can, but not typically. Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
you
so
heal.
that is for the crit, it's gonna be 14 slashing damage, I guess.
Alright, damage is noted.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to send a key point to Flurry of Blows. Okay, and does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
And then this one is higher, so what are my... So the first one does Um, 11 points of damage, and the other one does 15.
Damage is noted. That Physid is dead. Quick question,
Okay.
Emiko, do you still have either that cloak or ring, or I can't remember what object it was, that adds acid damage to your attacks?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did not add that.
You would have killed it either way, but I remembered and I didn't want to cheat you out of anything. So if it were alive, I would have reminded you again, but I was just making sure. I didn't know if you unequipped it or anything. I know it's been a minute. Anything else?
I did add yeah, okay, never mind. You're good. I'm good.
Alright, anything else for your turn, Emiko?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Johnny, take your turn. You have already done your movement.
Great. Can I get my skeletons up here too, within like throwing range?
Did you leave your... No, you still had 2 of them with you, right? And then you left the other ones in the earth room? Okay. I just had them over here for, like, easier... Oh, shit. Actually, they drop kick you.
I'm gonna throw 2 magic stones. Put a gumball line in my mouth. 28 to hit for 8 damage, and 30 to hit natural 20 for 11 damage. Then...
And do you wanna... Do you want to attack the Physids, or there's also 2 larger elementals? There are 4 enemies.
I'm gonna start hitting Physids.
Gotcha.
To survive this stoning.
What was the damage again?
8 and 5. 8, 11, 20, 19. 19.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. I'm gonna chill touch it next. 13, a 23 to hit for 13 necrotic. Not cold for some reason.
Alright. Damage is noted. It is still alive, but bad.
I'm gonna use my ability to hit it with another chill touch, since I just casted a spell. 29 to hit for 3 damage.
3 hit points is exactly how much it had. That little Physid is dead. Oh, please don't make that.
Johnny rounds the corner, says, "Xander, your bloodlust impresses me." And then murders a Physid, rips his brain in half, and I end my turn.
Alright. Xander, it is your turn.
For sure. Going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Which I believe, yeah, that puts that elemental in my Spirit Guardian's range. Please have it make a Wisdom save.
5!
Yeah, that will definitely not succeed. So it is going to take 10, 11, 12, 13 points of radiant damage.
13 points of damage is noted.
And then... is this remaining Physid injured?
No.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Toll to Dead on the elemental that I just damaged. Have it make me another Wisdom saving throw.
19.
19, I do believe, succeeds. Yeah. That's fine. Nothing happens. Do I have any of those left? No, I do not. Alright, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty, up next is going to be the Fire Elemental.
Oh, the one I just damaged?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Have it make me another Wisdom save.
Whoop. 15.
That will fail. So it is going to take... I'm going to burn a sorcery point to reroll those. Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 points of radiant damage on that one.
Alright, damage is noted.
Do note that its movement speed is halved.
Yep, okay. And it is going to make 2 attacks against you, Xander.
Bring it on.
First one will not hit with a 7. That's an 8, actually. I know how to do math. That still doesn't hit, but, like, the fact that I didn't do the math like that is embarrassing. If I got a 7, that would have been a natural 1. Which would have missed. Anyway. Does an 18 hit?
That is a great question. Yeah. I'll let it. I'll allow you to hit me.
Alright. Alright, that is going to be 9 points of fire damage. And let me read this thing about fire elementals because I never use them. If the target is a creature or flammable object, it ignites.
Well, I am definitely a flammable object.
Are you? You're a rock man.
True, but my clothes are not, in fact, rock men.
Are you carbon-based as a rock? Because, you know...
However, that is all that this fire elemental can do, which makes it Vivian's turn.
Just as a point of order, do we have any bonus to saves right now?
Oh, crap. Have we been doing that? No, we don't.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to burn Divine Favor to add 7 to my concentration check and succeed. That's all.
Okay, Vivian, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're gonna sprint on over. We can make it to right here, which just gives me a view of this guy here. And this fellow over here in the corner hasn't been hit yet, right?
No.
Okay. This is probably not the best use for my 3rd level spell, but fuck it, you know, we're coming back. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
I think that the frills around her hat begin to lift up as if held by a divine wind, and she feels a great warmth inside of her chest and sticks out her hand and says the forbidden words.
Adult male hippo.
No.
Adult male bull hippo.
Yeah!
Justice drops into the middle of the room. I need to shrink him down a little bit. This is very big.
Oh wait, I think we have like original Hephaestus somewhere around here.
I couldn't find him, so I'll just use this guy for now.
Oh, I found him.
And he's... Oh, beautiful.
Here you go. Here you go, the OG.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
The
Get
one who
this
left
guy.
it all behind, and his unbridled ferocity.
Yes, let's go!
We're gonna put him right here.
Hold on, this is screenshot
And he's
worthy.
gonna bite the shit out of this big ball of fire. And I definitely have his stats already pulled up, so don't worry about that.
We're back, we never left.
Okay, first one, he's going in with a big old slap. Or no, first one's a bite. Sorry. Natural 20.
Let's go,
From Hephaestus.
Hephaestus!
Let's fucking go. Does he also benefit from the silver whatchamacallit? Whatever our ability is?
I
No,
do not
because
believe
targets are
so.
chosen upon cast.
Yep.
The
But what if
silver
it's
lining has missed
funnier?
us.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay, well, sometimes you roll a 1 on a nat 20, so it's 7 points of damage on the first one. Second attack. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Delightful. He's going to take an additional 12 points of damage on that attack.
Damage is
And
noted.
then I'm going to bonus action hide. Not very well, though, with an 8.
Alright. Oh, you know, I still... I think that still works.
Oh, hell. All right. She just pulls her hat down over her face.
All right. Anything else for ya?
No.
All right. It is the big boy's turn. Let me remember the mechanics of my boss fight. He is gonna move on this way. Right here.
I will say, when he gets within 3 squares of me, he needs to make a wisdom save and his speed gets halved.
Hiya! Oh, what does that say? That is a 12.
That will fail for 12 points of radiant damage to him.
Blah. All right, and he I'm gonna roll for recharge. And he is going to attack Emiko 3 times. What's your AC, Emiko?
24.
Okay, so the first 2 attacks are going to miss. The last one is going to hit you with a 26.
Okay, okay. What's the damage?
Let me see. Oh, I need one of these. Okay. You are going to take 16 points of fire damage.
He takes half of that back at him.
I assume he is immune to fire damage?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
But like,
so
he
how
does...
was that, 16?
Yeah, he does squint at you because how dare you. But also, he felt that in his soul. Alright. That's gonna be all for him, though. The next up is this Fire Physid. 5, 10, 15, 20. Whiz save.
Ooh, buddy.
Big 6.
20 points of radiant damage.
Ouch, make bibs. You know, teehee silly. I'll put him fully in the square. It's gonna make me mad. Going to make a claw attack against Emiko. But that is gonna miss with a 16.
Oh.
Alright, Lysel, it is your turn.
Alrighty, Lysel is going to run 15 feet towards Aspen and spend the remainder of their movement mounting Aspen, who is then going to spend its 60 feet of movement moving all the way up to where the fun's happening, if I can make this work. There we go. Zooming past everyone. I can make it to about here. Putting this elemental within my reach. If I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna make some attacks against it. What size is the elemental?
The fire elemental is large.
Is large.
I should represent that a little better, huh?
Okay. Well, it's not smaller than Aspen. So we're gonna go ahead and use. Oh, I don't have that spell on my list anymore. Never mind. I wasn't using a spell to do things. We're going to attack with Great Weapon Master. First attack is going to be 18 to hit.
And 18 hits.
Alright, set. We're going to roll that damage first because we're going to do a little thing. Is going to be 11, 21, 28 points of damage.
You said 28?
28.
Damage is noted.
And then we're going to go ahead and mark it with Reaper's Bark, and we're going to... I think we can empower the mark within the same turn.
Yep.
I think that's how that works. It's been so long since I played. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and make our next 2 attacks against it. I don't think does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Oh my god.
Elementals don't have very high AC.
Well, then a 17 also definitely hits.
Absolutely.
All right. Reroll that because a great weapon master. That's gonna be 13, 23, 29. Plus 8. It's going to be 37 points of damage for that one. The first attack.
Ow!
And I need to make a strength saving throw to resist being knocked prone.
Did you add the 2d8 radiant damage?
I did not. I'm about to do that.
Fire elementals are immune to being knocked prone.
Oh well. It takes an additional 8 radiant damage from Silver Starlight.
Ow! This flame is flickering.
And then the last hit is going to be for 31 points of damage.
Yeah, and that damage is enough to extinguish the fire elemental.
And I don't suppose there's anything within 5 feet of Aspen, is there?
There is not, unfortunately.
That is quite alright. So in that case, that is the movement of both Lysel and Aspen, the actions of Lysel, and then Aspen can't take any additional actions. Actually, it can dodge. Aspen's gonna dodge.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn, Lysel?
No, that'll be it.
At the top of the round, I need everybody who is in the room, unless you are resistant to fire damage, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I do not believe I am resistant to fire damage, but it's been a while, so I'm going to check real quick. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Okay, a 21
Con
succeeds.
Aspen is going to use Aether Charge to become resistant to fire damage.
If you are not in the room.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What was the check?
Constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Save!
At first I was
Unless
like,
you're resistant to fire.
At first I was like, Emka, nope, wrong type of kitsune.
Yeah.
And then Lysel is resistant to fire because of the scarf.
Yeah, I was wondering who had that scarf. I remembered the scarf specifically. I was like, someone has it.
Okay. Everyone who made the save succeeds, so you only take half damage from this as the raging forest fire in the room blazes to life for a second, practically encompassing the entire room. Alright, so that would have been 14 fire damage. Instead, it is 7.
And if you're resistant, you take none?
And if you're resistant, you take none because you didn't have to make the save.
I'm sorry, what was that, 7?
Yeah, 7 total.
Okay.
I succeed on concentration.
Alright. Johnny, top of the round is your turn.
Xander, how you feeling?
On a scale...
Have you P-Rex yet, or... Yeah, on a scale of 1 to your max health, how are you feeling?
I'm gonna sell it 37 out of 60. I'm good.
Alright.
Also, I do not wish to be transformed into a T-Rex, because I'm about to fucking fuck this guy's day up. Because I remembered I had a thing.
Understood.
Fuck this guy.
I'm about to fuck this man. I'm gonna...
I actually don't have enough dice for the attack I'm about to unleash. So I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah. That's my team. So I'm gonna keep on with what I was doing. Sorry, I gotta get my macro again. What? My input. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Don't worry about it.
Hello?
Oh, okay. That could have been bad. 27, 23, and 26, or 6, 8, and 11 damage.
You said 6, 8, and 11 damage.
For another chill touch. 22 to hit for 9 damage. 9 plus 5 damage. And then
Damage noted.
we are going to... Yeah, and that will be... Well, I have illusory copies too. But no, it's okay. That'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Jay, it is your turn.
All right. Last but certainly never not first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Excuse me. Pardon me, Maurice. I didn't see you there. Do I still have those javelins? Hold on. Wait, my sword has like fuck ass range. 1 second.
Yeah, I was about to say, doesn't your
20
sword...
feet? No. Hold on. Yeah, 20 feet. 5, 10, 15. I'm not close enough. Shit.
You should be able to get right here.
Oh, did I miscount?
Yeah, I think you counted some corner pieces that would be like diagonal. You can get right there.
Gotcha. Well, if I can get here, then I can get here, and that makes me feel better.
Sorry, I counted for you because I saw like when you were skipping it, I was like, no, those. I know that the pathing is weird. That's why I'm like, you could have gotten right there.
Yeah, that should be exactly 20 feet, which is just enough for me to swing it in with Nebula, numero uno here. Oh my god. Has everyone's first attack been a natural 20?
Mine wasn't.
No? Wait, hold on. Lysel didn't get a natural 20. So you're telling me everyone except Lysel?
That's kind of the
Seems
draw.
like it.
If everyone gets one, Lysel doesn't. If Lysel gets one, everyone rolls natural ones. That's just how it be.
Okay, because my first attack was a crit. The second attack is a 26 to hit. Why do I have so many damage types? Okay. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna. Are these weak to, or resistant to fire as well?
They are immune to fire.
They are immune to fire. Okay, so we'll just fucking ignore the shit out of the fire damage.
Don't forget the Silver Starlight 2d8.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah, this guy's not long for this world.
Okay. I need a calculator. Oh my god, are we really? What level are we? 8. No fucking no, we're not level 8. You're fucking lying to me.
We are level 8.
We are level 8.
That's insane that we're doing this much at level 8. 106 points of damage between the 2 hits and the crit. That's removing the fire damage, which would have made it more.
Please. Yeah, that McFucking Physis is dead. Let me post my fucking meme. There we go. Yeah! Marble.
I'm gonna assume that those are gone, so I'm just gonna take the 13 temp HP that I get from that.
Alrighty, anything else for your turn, Jay?
If I did anything else, I'd feel bad.
Alrighty, that'll make it Emiko's turn.
Where's the last enemy?
This big motherfucker right next to
It's up Hephaestus' ass.
Okay.
Well, not yet. It will be when he eats it.
Yeah. Emiko is gonna turn and do a bit of damage. It's gonna be a natural 20 for the first roll. With my skates, it's going to be 11 slashing, 12 poison, and 5 radiant damage. And then I'm going to bonus action Flurry of Blows. I missed for the first attack. The second attack is 2 poison, 11 bludgeoning, and 8 radiant damage.
Alright, damage is noted.
It's still up.
Yes.
Look bloody.
It's about halfway having a good time.
Okay, then that will be it for my turn.
Alrighty, Xander, it is your turn.
Scorching Ray, transmuted spell to ice. 56 points of damage between ice and radiant.
Ow.
Wow.
Much less halfway having a good time.
Cool. I'm then going to burn 2 sorcery points to quicken a Toll the Dead. Go ahead and have it make a wisdom save. DC 17.
That is a flat roll. I got an 18.
Motherfucker. You know what? I'm committed at this point. Silvery Barbs.
Silvery Barbs!
Yes!
I got a natural 20.
Do it again.
From my illusory copy, Silvery Barbs.
Okay, I got a 2.
Alright, sick. That is going to be an additional 20 points of necrotic damage.
Ow! Oh my god, my fire, my elemental. How's that one song go? Still alive but barely breathing.
Advantage
Yeah.
to Goopst.
How this looks, by the way, Xander, of course, has the Spirit Guardians going. His eyes light up with, like, white and green energy. And he says, "Unfortunately for you, I brought friends." And he snaps his fingers, and a golden, gold and silver blade just, projects from everybody's hand. And points at this elemental, and just a bunch of beams strike it at the same time, leaving a big gaping hole, which Xander then concentrates on as a shadowy hand forms in the center and just tears him open like he's fucking ripping a phone book. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Vivian, it is your turn.
Alright, there's a 12 hit.
A 12 will miss.
How about a 17?
A 17 will just miss.
Oh, that's so sad. Sorry, Festo. Vivian pokes her head around. She's going to make the world feel really weird for him again and cast a good old liminal space. And miss.
No!
Sometimes you roll a 3. And then bonus action hide again. Well, I guess she was hiding, so I guess she would have advantage on that, right?
Yep.
Am I wrong? How about a 20 then?
A 20 will hit.
Delightful.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
It's been 6 months since I cast this spell. I gotta double check real quick.
Alright, cool. I hit. Something happens for sure, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. It's going to take 9, 12, 20 points of radiant damage. And its next d20 check has a negative d4.
Sweet. Oh my god.
Bonus action hide. Natural 1. What's going on over here, Viv? So yeah, not hidden again, but end of turn.
Alright, it is now this big motherfucker's turn.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 8.
17 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty, and as the radiant damage travels up through the creature, it has this gem-like core in the middle of its chest. Where is my thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. There's this kind of gem-like core inside that is revealed with all the blasts that it takes, and it starts to get exceedingly it starts to glow and shift and then it explodes, and the creature falls. We are out of initiative. However, for as long as you guys are in this room, you have a +5 to all checks you make.
We loot the room. No,
Yeah.
walk in. Turn to Xander. Your hunger. It's marvelous, Xander.
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush.
All right.
Holds up his hand for a high five.
Gives him the most crisp high five he can possibly muster.
Is
Boom.
it crisp because the room is on fire?
Yeah, crispy high five.
So
And we loot the room.
Wow.
yeah.
Speaking of on fire, I'm going to put myself out.
Oh yeah, fair. I totally forgot about that. I kind of don't care.
Warding bond persists for another 59 minutes and 48 seconds.
But throughout the room, it literally just looks like a kind of like forest grown in a room, but in the very corner, there is this giant, like, vat, that is filled, with, lava, but the top of the vat is, like, has a very unique shape that is similar to the shape of the core of the, bigger elemental.
Do I know what this is?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
$20.
So you've read about this in a book. These are basically, it's a much smaller version, but this is basically an elemental vault. And essentially, it is a container that cannot be unlocked by any means, lest it destroy the object inside, unless a corresponding elemental core is placed inside of it.
Yeah, Johnny will go and please, anyone interrupt me if you want to do something first, but he'll grab the core and he will stick it in.
Yeah, and it literally... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Xander, I think, is going to tap on Johnny's shoulder and say, do we know what that's going to do when you put the core in? Because it's going to start another fight. I'm kind of tapped right now.
DM?
As far as your knowledge goes, the only thing that... It's basically like the unlocking a chest with a key.
Alright. Turns to Prince Xander. The scent of evil radiates only from the corpses in this room. My heart tells me that you will be just fine.
Fair enough.
Puts it in.
Yeah, and the vat, by the way, is filled with lava, and when the core of the elemental slides in, the lava diminishes and starts to, like, swirl as if from, like, a volcanic eruption, and then it basically, like, fans out and hardens to the edges of the vat, and you see at the bottom a circular disc.
Take the disc. What does it do?
You guys have obtained the fire disc.
Oh, yeah, we needed these to unlock a door or something.
Looks at it. Looks at the photo. I feel like it's been 8 months since I got one of these.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, please, it hasn't nearly felt like that long at all. I would say something more akin to 6 or so.
Oh.
How many more of these do we need?
2.
Also, just a quick check. Is everybody good, like, HP-wise?
Yeah,
Lysol is unharmed.
I am full.
Yeah, you
Doing
guys
wonderful.
healed after last fight.
Sick. Yeah, is there any conceivable way we can, I don't know, take a rest or something?
You are unable to long rest in this dungeon. You can take a short rest.
Oh, I am so fucked. I am beyond fucked.
I do have a hippo for an hour.
Yeah,
So
we have a lot of
fishing, I'd
stuff.
love
I mean, you still have skill gradients too, so why don't we just fill you with potions?
Yeah.
And berries.
Potions.
That's all right, Xander. Just stay towards the back and let the rest of us take care of anything that we have to fight.
Hey, Xander, you wouldn't happen to be able to use any weapons, would you?
That's actually a great question. I know I'm a life cleric, so... Yeah. Xander nods and says, as long as it's not anything too fancy. Though I
Lifestyle gives you a crossbow.
Yeah. Well, I suppose a crossbow works as well, but I do have Akios' heart. And he's gonna pull the dagger out, and he sort of like flips it so the handle faces Xander.
Could also turn you into a T-Rex.
Yeah, actually, I think at this point, like, Xander and Johnny, like, share a knowing look. And he looks back to both of you and says, actually, I think Johnny has a plan for me next time we get into a skirmish. I'll keep the crossbow for now, but that dagger's valuable. You should hang on to it.
Considering how bright this room is, I don't think keeping it on my person is necessary at the moment, but I suppose we'll see what happens later on.
All right, let's press on.
Alrighty. Up ahead of you is a long, and it is 20-foot wide, but it is very, very short corridor that is filled with water. The water is completely still.
Hey, you know who loves water? Hippos. I slap Hephaestus on the ass and send him running in.
You send him running specifically?
Go get him, Tiger.
Yes.
Glad to have you back.
So when he runs
And
through...
then Killer Croc comes out of the water.
The once still waters start to suddenly thrash as if there was a turbulent, horrific...
Adult male hippo inside of them.
No. Ocean storm. I do need Hephaestus to make me a strength saving throw.
Sure.
Oh, Hephaestus got this, right?
Would you say his swimming speed helps him out at all?
He can make this with advantage.
Delightful. Oh, baby. That's a 23.
Yeah, he does succeed, but you do see the very sudden struggle, even with being able to swim. The water suddenly churns and twists and literally, like, throws him about a little bit, but he manages to power through, but the water in here is now completely disturbed, but nothing seems to attack him. It just seems that now there is an intense, literally looks like an ocean storm going on, despite the fact that this is definitely just a short hallway. And the water comes out to about a little, maybe up to his shoulders.
Okay. Does it seem like the air above him is also stormy and shitty? If anyone was flying, they'd have to make a save?
Yes, the corridor is tight enough where you can, walk in there, but you would have to be trudging through the water.
I'm more mad if we were flying, because some of us have the ability to fly.
Yeah, you would still be touching the water a little bit if flying because of how short it is.
Got it. So this is like a shitty little tunnel we're going in?
Yes. Just, it's wide, not tall.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have Festo come back out.
And after he comes back out, the storm stops and the water is still again.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Well, only one way to get through.
Y'all want to try freezing the water and see if we can get across that way? So I can shape water.
Yeah, remind me really quick, why can't we fly over? Is it too tight?
Yes.
We could, Yeah, I guess we'll just freeze the water. So I suppose Vivian and Johnny will begin ray of frosting the water.
Yeah. If that works.
Cool, yeah.
If that works, I can contribute too.
I can rhymes binding ice it, but I think that's a concentration. No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it works, we'll begin walking along the water.
Yeah, and you guys are freezing the surface of the water to basically kind of like bridge over.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you guys are walking over, the water does not seem to start thrashing or churn in any way. It remains completely still.
Hell yeah. I like this leisurely pace we're taking.
Yeah. And when you reach the end, because it's kind of dim in here, on the very, very back wall, there is like this kind of like swirling vortex on the wall that's like suspended up. And when you reach the other side, it simply stops, and there is a disc pressed into the wall.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we take the disc.
Yoink.
And you are able to proceed outwards. Bonk, bonk.
Man, Hephaestus really got to squeeze through that last hallway, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Damn.
He's so chunky.
We had to push him through.
How long does that take, by the way?
That takes about 3 minutes.
Okay, so Spirit Guardians is down.
Okay.
56 and a half minutes on warding bond.
Thank you, Joey.
You're welcome.
Thank you, 56 and a half.
Alrighty.
I forgot how much I love having a hyper-realistic, high-resolution, glossy photo of a hippo next to our little anime character.
I really do like how like high quality the image is. Like
boy.
He's fucking 4K. Like, you could expand this guy and he would still look the same. Like, he'd probably look even better because he wouldn't be so like hyper pixelated.
Oh my god, Minnow, help me out here. What was the name of that fucking magazine that there used to be a bunch of TV ads for and it'd have like animals on them?
Zoo Books?
Zoo Books.
Zoo Books, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm not Minnow, but I knew the answer.
I didn't think anybody here but me and Minnow were old enough to fucking even understand what I was referencing there, to be honest.
The last time I saw a Zoo Book commercial was when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's about
I didn't
when
realize they
stopped
ran them
for
that
me, too.
long.
Yeah, that's about when they
Also-
stopped for me. What was that, Mickey?
I was just gonna say that Dakota and I are basically the same age as you, Allie, so like...
Not heard of Zippers before, though.
You guys empty out into this kind of featureless stone room, but up ahead you hear a very, very sharp whistling of wind. Literally sounds like a raging, by itself, not even like ricketing against anything, just a wind so loud you can hear it from across the way. In this room, though, there are some carvings that depict, you would recognize her by now, Physis and her nymphs. Basically, it shows them as if they're creating the forests and nature itself, building everything from the ground up. Boop, boop. My phone turned off. Hello? Come back. I miss you. Yeah, but up ahead you see on the far, for y'all it would be the right side of the room, you see a kind of narrow walkway into what appears to be just a cloud of swirling air up ahead. Let me actually, it's very important though.
Doesn't Jay Elwood have 10 feet of blind sight?
I have 10 feet of blind sight, and I have magical dark vision because of Akios' heart.
All right, Tin Can, you're going first.
You got it.
30 feet of blind sight, so I'll be right behind him.
Yeah, as you get closer to the room, you see that there is a cylindrical shaped room with a bunch of jagged rocks kind of clinging to the walls and descending upwards. You can't really see how far up it goes from here because the hallway is pretty, again, short. Your feather is literally brushing against the ceiling. Your plume. But you see a raging, windy vortex inside of this room.
My favorite room in the dungeon, a ninja blender.
You can literally hear how high pressurized the wind is.
Raging vortex.
And you can even see that it's kind of eroded like part of the walls. It is so strong, and that's why the outer edges of this room are so incredibly sharp.
Okay. How... let's put it this way. I'm gonna take out one of the bolts that I have for this crossbow that I never use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna toss it into the whirlwind and see how quickly that shit gets like whipped up. Does it get like does the force of the wind break the bolt? Does it just send it flying? Like how fast are these winds?
They are incredibly fast. I'm not gonna throw out a number purely because I don't want to say a number and then someone be like, Chess, that's not that bad. But it does at first kind of like swirl with the motions, like it doesn't seem to get destroyed by being inside of the vortex itself. However, what destroys it is that the vortex is so strong that it's basically cheese grating it along the outer walls.
Okay,
and then
that
it shreds.
All right. So basically, this thing's a fucking magical trash compactor.
Lysel's gonna like step forward and like, you know how like when you're a child and like you're in a car ride, you stick your hand out the window and just kind of like do the up and down thing. Lysel's just gonna do that from the edge of the door.
You're oh wait, sorry. You're crazy.
Yeah, you know, it kind of, you know, like when you go, it's a lot faster than this, but you know, like those really high pressure like hand dryers where they literally like warp your skin to put your hand under it.
Yeah.
Imagine like that, but like it kind of hurts a little bit. Not enough to deal damage, but it is like, that is how fast the wind is.
I mean, it's not like I have any skin to lose in my hands, Jay.
That is, oh yeah.
I would not have thought of that. I'm glad that you did. Who here has the capacity to carry somebody else?
Lysel raises a hand.
Yeah, Johnny, proven to be able to, yeah.
Because I think the way that we might need to traverse this room is by weighing ourselves down so much that the wind can't shove us into the jagged rocks on the sides of the room.
I have a very serious question. Is there anybody with the capacity to make my hippo fly? Because I would love to see this big wind tunnel move this hippo.
Let's throw him in. Let's see if we can move him.
I have another serious question. Does this room have a floor?
It does. It has a dark stone floor. It doesn't go down any further. It is level with like the floor of like the adjoining room. So it's not that it goes down, it's that the room is cylindrical upwards.
I want to do something a little crazy. Can I just try running through this room?
You want to run through?
You are rock guy.
I'm immune to difficult terrain, so the wind cannot slow me.
Alright, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as you are lifted upwards.
Bet. 17.
Alright, let me see. Sorry, I haven't looked at the notes for this room.
Actually, sorry, 18, because I killed that fire elemental.
Also, Jay's nearby. Unless you're already
Well,
kind of
if Jay's nearby, then that's going to be like 21.
Yeah, so you do succeed.
Yeah, you had 3 for my charisma.
Yeah, you run into the room, and the vortex is so strong that it lifts you upwards. And at first, I'm glad I checked, because a 17 would not have succeeded, but so you see the rocky, sharp face of the wall almost come very close with your body, and it looks like it would have hurt. But then you kind of, like, even out and find your balance, and you slowly start, going upwards and rising further into the room. As you progress, I would also like you to make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. You said it's like magically dark in here, right?
No, it's just that there is so much like wind and dust from like the rocks that it's just everything's like obscured.
Heavily or lightly?
Lightly.
Okay.
The disadvantage is from you being in a magical blender. Going whooshy whoosh.
Well, also light obscurement imposes disadvantage, but, yeah, my lowest roll was still a 16 on the die for a total of 21.
Alright, so as this room is like, kind of like moving you around and you're quite having to literally balance yourself using nothing but the currents of air, you see 2 things. For one, near the very, very top, you see that there is a small, like, ledge face, and then you also see at the very, very tippy top of this room, there is a clay plate sticking out of the ceiling.
How far up?
It is about 40 feet from you currently.
Okay.
High rope deal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do, too. I'm going to hammer a python into the floor, tie a rope around it, tie it around myself, let myself hover about 10 feet up, mage hand, grab the clay disc, and go to the other side.
Alright, you're going to go into the tiny little ledge.
I said what I was going to do. I am tying a rope to a python that I'm sticking in the floor.
Uh-huh.
You said the air current is, like, pulling me up, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use the rope to make sure I don't go up any further than I want to. I'm going to let it carry me up about 10 feet. I'm going to use Mage Hand, which has a distance of 30 feet, to grab the disc, bring it back down to me, and then I'm going to go to the other side, where the brown hallway is.
Oh, okay. So this is a ledge that is about 30 feet up, so there is no continuing hallway after this point. That's what I was trying to clarify. This is that ledge that you saw with your perception check.
Understood. And do I, like, is there anything, like, up there? Do I see anything?
From, if you're anchored to the floor, you can't see anything. You see that it's lit, but, like, you can't see, like, what's inside of the little room. You can tell it is exceedingly small.
Oh, yeah. I am probably not the best person for this, but I'm already here. So, you know, just, again, using the rope to make sure I don't go flying into the ceiling and die, I'm gonna go up to the ledge if I can.
Yeah, make me one more dexterity saving throw. You are still getting benefit from Gelwood.
Okay, so that's a total of 15?
A 15 will not succeed. I don't know if you want to do anything about that. I know that everyone has stuff.
I don't know what this does, so...
Just gonna ouch you.
Let's just see what happens.
I mean, if you'll permit me, I'll cast Blade Ward.
You have enough time to do that.
Alright, sick. I'm gonna gain resistance to physical damage.
Does he have resistance because of the python? Oh, no resistance, advantage.
You know what? I would say yes. You can still cast Blade Ward, but you can make that roll advantage. I hadn't considered that.
That's worse. I got a natural 1 on the second roll.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well.
Okay. You take...
Sharp rocks are kind of my whole, domain, so...
It's like your home.
Yeah, you would have taken 19 points of piercing damage. but then with Blade Ward. But basically what happens is the vortex literally basically drags your body along the wall, like running someone through a cheese grater. But then, since you're along the wall, you do manage to catch the ledge and hoist yourself out of the vortex.
Sick. Well, what's up there?
There is, it's a very small, like, little room. It's only, like, 15 by 20, but it's still, like, kind of, like, condensed. And you see at the very end of it, there is a ornate treasure chest.
I'm going to check it for being locked or trapped.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Big 3.
As far as you can tell, it has no traps, and it doesn't look to be locked. There isn't even a keyhole on it, or a padlock or anything like that.
I'm gonna crack it open.
Yeah, and when you open it, let me put what you find.
Death.
And nothing
it casts
happens.
power word kill.
No, oh my god.
I mean, but can you fucking imagine? That'd be hilarious.
You poke and prod the chest to determine whether or not it's locked. The mimic laughs.
This is why I always keep a gun next to my toaster in case it gets any funny ideas.
Alright, so Xander, what you find in the chest is you find a gray knit scarf where the ends of it literally taper off like literal clouds. And you also find 200 gold pieces. You find a piece of raw malachite, 1 diamond. You find a small corked bottle that looks like it has like a bunch of storm clouds swirling on the inside of it. And then you find
Ever-smoking bottle.
And then you find a pair of boots with wings on the sides of them that are moving.
Yeah, with these spoils of war, I'm going to rejoin my friends, hopefully, without becoming a smear.
Also, real quick, I am going to restart the tabletop because it killed all of you.
Is Xander make it back okay?
Yeah.
Xander, you look like you've been tumbled. Your skin is immaculate.
Xander's comes back shinier.
Yeah.
Because you guys were just in a bunch of water.
kind of adjusts his collar. He's like, yeah, I look pretty good, don't I?
You look like you just got polished.
I did.
Yeah, stonewashed.
You know, when I was a young lad, this is how my mother would bathe me on the weekend specifically. I'd get normal baths throughout the week, but on the weekend, she'd throw me in a giant, basically blender room and just take the old layer of granite off and the patina of oxidization on my skin and everything. I hated it at first, but as I grew up, I grew to like it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I tried telling somebody about that shortly after I got to the material plane, and they gave me a horrified look, and apparently that's considered child abuse here, which I don't fully understand, but, different cultures and whatnot.
We tend to dissuade peeling your kids.
I must admit, it does not sound very appealing.
It's kind of like shedding.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And you also have the last disc.
Also, I found the last disc.
Oh, who? Okay.
Last dick?
No, the last disc.
The thing you just said.
Dick?
And we found the door that has all the receptacles for the disc, right? You have a big piece of paper over it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go back to where We had a skeleton and a zombie mining, didn't we?
Yes.
We need to pick them up before we go.
It's been like how many minutes since we left the fire room?
It feels like it's been 6 months.
The fire room, the one that we just left.
Oh, it still
at
feels like
this
it's been
rate,
6 months.
It's been about 11 minutes.
Okay. Do we want to take the time to square up at the door and identify these items, and then we'll go in with like 10 minutes still left?
Yeah.
Sure.
Does anybody desperately need a short rest before we go in?
I mean, I could certainly use one. But
Yeah, I could use
I think we should take a short rest. It's about time.
Okay, I'm gonna give Festy a big hug.
Have them mine whatever we were mining with his big old tusks.
Yeah, he'll go in there and he'll bite a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
that gives me divine favor back and not much else, but I do get to recover some hit points, so.
Alrighty. And then let me go back in here.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. So after that short rest, I will be at 53 out of 60, and I still have 10 first level good berries left.
Nice. How you doing on spell slots?
I have one first level slot.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna be a cantrip demon until I turn
Would
you
you
into
like-
a T-Rex.
A potion of blossom water that restores all of your expended spell slots.
I mean,
also have,
do we think
I
we're
also
gonna...
have an Aerothil potion, which gives you 1 spell slot back and also 8 hours of advantage on concentration checks.
I mean, those blossom potions are like a once per dungeon kind of thing, and sort of a desperation play. So I would save it personally, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can drink a potion as like a bonus action, right? So if I need it, like if it comes down to it, then we can just handle that in combat.
Why don't you hang on to it? I'll just post it in chat, and you can put it on your sheet, and I'll take it off mine.
Sounds good. Thank you, Minnow. You are a dear friend.
Vivian looks up at you and says, "Why are you calling me Minnow? I am not a fish."
I was saying that outside of the accent, which means it was not Xander saying it.
Oh, I thought he was just joking on something.
But Xander will accept the potion from Vivian and say, thanks. This should come in handy if we face something that we're not quite prepared for. Which, is most of the time.
True. Since it's been a minute, temp HP does not go away on a short rest, right?
No.
Temp HP only goes away on a long rest unless the effect that's giving you the temp HP ends before that.
I don't think that there's anything in our spell that says it does.
Okay, so...
well, the spell's duration would be the limiting factor there, no?
When you deal damage to a creature, you gain 2d plus your level and temp HP. These temp HP do not stack. That's all I got.
There are spells that specify they last for the duration, so if it doesn't say anything about the duration, then we're Gucci to Gochi.
Yeah, we've
False
been,
life only lasts for an hour.
Whenever we've used the spell before, the temporary hit points have lasted outside of the spell's duration, because the spell doesn't specify it. Yeah. Just following by how we've used it before. But to say the items out loud, after you guys identify them, Scarf of the Winds, a gray knit scarf that looks like the ends are made of clouds, allows you to cast Gust of Wind twice per day without expending spell slots or components, and additionally grants a 5-foot hover speed when worn. The small bottle allows you to cast Fog Cloud once per day. However, whenever a hostile creature enters said Fog Cloud for the first time, it takes 1d4 lightning damage. Because it's a storm cloud.
For the first time on a turn, or just the first time, period?
First time period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's like a little thing. And then the boots are boots of speed. That's their boots. That's it.
This motherfucker knows boots of flying exist, and they're still like, yeah, boots with wings on them. Psych, boots of speed. Get fucked.
Let's see here. Who doesn't have a fly speed yet? Because they can. Good for everyone to have a little bit of flight.
I mean, it does. Nothing gives us a fly speed.
Yeah, it does. We get a 5-foot hover with the Scarf of the Winds.
That's not.
It's the difference between like 0 and 5-foot fly speed is.
I mean,
greater than like 5 to 10.
Here's the thing: you can only hover, which means you're only a little bit above the ground, which means you can't really fly. Because if you go over a cliff or like a crevasse, you're gonna fall. And
it's actually not. That's not what hover speed means.
Yeah, it just means it's like a non-wing flight. So you don't need to, because winged flight has its own rules that we don't really use. But yeah, it's just a 5-foot fly.
I mean, I would still think if you were hovering and then you walked off a cliff, you would still plummet until you're 5 feet above the ground.
No, you just use to hover off the ground. Yeah. But the important thing is, like, if we do encounter a cliff, someone who doesn't have a fly speed should have these, so we can trivialize the cliff. So who doesn't have a fly speed yet?
I mean, I don't, but
yeah,
I don't either. Does the
yeah, we have
can we see which of these items require attunement, Chess?
I would have written it.
Oh, okay.
Boots of speed do. Get fucked.
Yeah, so let's give the scarf to Jay, just cuz. And
hell yeah.
Cute
then the bottle would. Who wants the bottle? I'll take the bottle.
Not gonna lie, when Chaz first read it out loud, I thought it was the classic Terraria cloud in a bottle. I was like, double jump?
I thought it was an ever smoking bottle.
Yeah, I'll take the bottle. And then who wants the boots? Probably one of our melee.
I say we give them to Jay, honestly.
Jay,
I got a cloak, I got a shawl, and I got a scarf.
Someone else. So now I take the scarf from you.
No.
Yeah, let's give the scarf to Lysel then. Lysel would look nice with a scarf. She has an auto.
Lysel already has a scarf.
What? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, you want another scarf, or do you want to give Emiko the scarf?
I mean, either Emiko can have the scarf, or we could put the scarf on Aspen.
Okay, yeah, Emiko, scarf is all yours.
Okay, I don't know if I'll ever use Gust of Wind.
That's fine. I also have access to Gust of Wind, and I have not used it, and I got it pretty early, so it's good to have, though.
Gust of Wind is a great out-of-combat spell for when you come across, like, rooms filled with poison gas and shit like that. It's not really... It's not super useful in combat in most cases.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just put a cute wind item in the fucked up wind room.
No. Nobody's, like, criticizing you.
I know.
Like, it's really good to have out of combat in case we ever do come across those hazards.
Yeah,
it's also it's a 5-foot flight item that has a bonus of letting you cast Ghost of Wind.
Yeah, that too. Like,
does hover make you immune to being prone? Or does it have to say? I genuinely don't know.
So hover, unlike a normal fly speed, if you are hovering, I believe you can be knocked prone without falling, is how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would have to say something like you are immune to being knocked prone with this?
Correct,
If something knocks you prone while you're in the air, doesn't it just put you on the ground?
With a normal fly speed, yes, but with a hover speed, no.
Oh, weird. Okay. So you're lying on the air.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about like when you go into the big wind rooms where you can kind of fly around, you can hover in those. You can go prone in those.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Or if you're in zero gravity, you could lay prone in zero gravity, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that was the.
That's Katy Perry.
That was the vibe. That's why I did that to the eye. evil airtime room. Okay,
Yeah, but if they put fucking barbed wire on the sides of the zero grav rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
All right. Yeah, we take our rest, we allot our items, and then we're gonna go and put all the plates in.
Yeah.
Hey, is this raw piece of malachite anything, or is it literally just a raw piece of malachite?
Crafting material.
Crafting material. Or a
Great.
sell thing.
How much does it sell for?
20 GP. If you minted it would be more.
I'm gonna refine that malachite and turn it into a grill.
Okay.
Oh.
You can have it on your character sheet then.
That's gonna give you poisoning.
Okay.
No, it won't.
Oh, well, you're a rock person, so you'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
Did you say it like that?
You don't need to wait. You don't need to cook something directly on the malachite if it is a grill. You can just like put
Not
a
that
pan or
kind of
something
drill,
on top.
Joey. Not that kind of
I
grill.
was thinking of like grills like
Not
for your
that kind of-
teeth.
Oh, like
Yeah,
a
no,
grill
that-
for teeth?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I thought you meant for a car.
What, Minnow?
It's fine. Don't
This
worry about
episode's
it.
a mess.
This is probably our best episode in months, I would say.
You guys align all
Plethora
of
of technical
the...
issues.
I'm gonna kill you, Joey. You guys align all of the discs in the allocated spaces and they all sink into the stone, and the large circular door starts to shift and churn, kind of like a vault door. It turns and you hear a large click, and the door then slides downwards into the floor and disappears, revealing it doesn't look as much like a room as this image. There are like random pillars and whatnot, but it doesn't look like an actual like architectural place. It's kind of weird because it looks like you're partially in a forest, partially in like some sort of palace that is halfway unmade. There is a small stream of water splitting it in half. There are torches, and at the very end of the room is a marble, I guess the best way I could call it is like a bench or like a platform that is like partially slanted, and it is covered in vines, and there is something laid upon it that is also covered in vines and kind of being held to it with magical kind of glow around it. And it is a suit of armor that is held to this pedestal with magical vines.
I'm gonna give old Sir Jay Elwood a pat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
The reward for your trial.
You all hear a voice kind of emanate through the room. Step forward, knight.
Oh.
And as he gives him a pat on the back, does Elwood take a step forward?
Bam.
Yeah, and he'll actually stop him and say, however, Sir Elwood, to accept such a gift is to consign yourself to a god. One who allows evil to habitate this land. Is this the fate you wish for yourself? Is this your glory?
Until the deed is done.
Yeah, and he'll let go of Jay Elwood.
The one who wishes to attune
to the armor. Step forth, as you have one last trial to face.
Step past Jay Elwood. No.
Boop. And actually, as he steps forward before he actually enters into the room, he's gonna take one more look at the silver lining proper. And he'll actually he'll remove his helmet before speaking, revealing the typical striking red eyes. And he says, now I don't know if I'm going to need to face this alone, but I figure that I at least look all upon you with my own eyes before I enter this place. If something happens to me in there, then I would like to thank all of you for indulging me for so long.
Evil inhabits this land yet, Sir Jay Elwood. Obtain your armor and return. Misha awaits us. Camillus awaits us. And the great deceiver of your mother awaits us.
Indeed.
Save such words for when they have passed from my stomach.
I think there's only one way for me to interpret that, and I'm going to choose to hold on to that thought while I enter what is probably the most dangerous thing I've ever experienced. Real quick. Lysel, I'm sorry that I'm not as good of a mentor as I could be. Xander, I'm sorry that I revealed your chest to somebody in a bar one time without your consent. And Emiko, I apologize for impersonating your dad. Now then, and he enters the room after putting his helmet back on.
As he goes in, Johnny says, "You said I was..." What did he say? I was like, ouch. He says, "You said I was stuck up." But no, he's already in.
He did, and he will not apologize.
You all, the rest of the silver lining get blocked by, like, magical vines. You can still see Jay walk into the room, and the armor lifts off of the pedestal, seemingly on its own. And it is a kind of silver a silver set of plate armor with like this kind of black dark alloy inlay with runes where depending on what angle you look at the armor is what color that they glow. And around its collar there are 4 orbs sort of rotating in a circle around the neck, almost like creating a little halo effect with the light blur. And standing in the armor now, like the armor like suddenly fills out and you see a woman, one that you have never seen before. She is spectral and she appears to be an elf of some kind. Hard to tell with the fact that she is a bit more spectral, but her hair is tied back into a very neat and refined, I would almost call it royal bun. Keeps it perfectly out of the way, very neat and tidy. She has a scar across her face that goes diagonally from one part of her jaw all the way to the other side of her forehead. And she has a freckled face, but a very, very serious glare. And she says, "You must be Jay Elwood."
That I would be, and to whose beauty do I have the honor and privilege of beholding?
I've not heard such flattering words in a long time, namely because most of the people I met got my sword in their chest.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for that later. I can exchange pleasantries with the person that threatens to kill me.
Well, my name is Miradeth. I am the former champion of Physis. I perished many centuries ago.
It is your spirit that inhabits this armor, then.
If you pass this trial, it will no longer. I will not haunt you.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to having a third voice in my head.
She, actually chuckles at this, but she says, I have been protecting it all this time, even as it lay here in this tomb. I am going to guide you through your final trial, the trial that one must complete in order to don this plate. It is called the Rite of Snakes. If you have any doubts, now would be your time to turn back. Otherwise, we can proceed.
Turning back is not something I have the privilege of doing. What does this trial entail?
You are going to be alone, without the support of your friends. Do you know what the basic foundations of nature are, Sir Elwood?
I assume you're talking about the elements.
That is a good answer. However, there is more to nature than just fire and water. There is more to Physis' domain than just the basic magic that flows through everything. There are 4 components to nature that are almost ignored. And what they are the mind, the soul, the body, and your instincts. Without these 4 things, nothing in nature would thrive. The hunter would not be able to find its prey. The soldier would not be able to best his worst opponent. All of these are part of the nature of being alive. And if you want to gain this plate today, you will have to master all 4 of them. I have a serious question for you. And bear in mind, you should humble yourself when you answer. What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid that my vengeance will be fruitless. I'm afraid that even with the disposal of the evil that killed my family, that it will have been for nothing, and that even though it no longer walks this realm, that I will have not prevented whatever fallout or aftermath it might leave in its wake.
You're afraid of failure.
I'm afraid that even through my success, there will still be negative consequences.
Interesting. Right. We shall tarry no longer. She draws a sword seemingly out of nowhere. It looks like it is made out of like pure ivory and has like vines growing all up it. And she is going to cut through the air, and it's going to create this golden ripple. And she literally grabs the ripple as if this beam of light is like a physical object, and she is going to say, "You have now surpassed the point at which there is no return." And she is going to then take the beam of light and she is going to slice it across your eyes. And at first there is a scorching pain that rings throughout your body. It literally drags you down to your knees as if the strongest creature you've ever witnessed has pulled you to the very ground. You feel vines start to wrap around all of your arms, along your legs, along your neck. You are bound by vines to the ground, and this radiant light fills throughout them, and everyone else can see this as well. And to everyone else, Jay falls unconscious. He slumps in his armor, bound to the floor. But for you, Jay, your eyes close after a searing bright light flashed through them, and they open again in a circular chamber with vines, and there's even waterfalls on one side of the room, climbing into the ceiling into a darkness that your eyes cannot penetrate. And as your blurry vision clears, I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh. Okay.
Started playing Jay's battle theme on my end, and that timing was perfect.
I think it's safe to say that warding bond has fallen off now that I'm on another plane of existence. Not that it does anything for me anyways. I don't believe I have a way to cast Silver Starlight because I already casted it once for the day. Is that right? Or did I not? Because I thought I casted it at some point while we were inside of this dungeon.
I believe so too, yeah. You do have a death ward though.
Oh, cool. Okay. So that initiative roll is going to be 13. I was just making sure I wasn't getting any bonuses or anything like that from the Silver Starlight.
Alrighty. And you don't see the elven woman that you were seeing before. And at first you don't see really anything at all. And then a giant serpent kind of like descends from the ceiling. I'm gonna grab just a placeholder thing real quick. Yeah, we'll put you in there. That works.
I need you to know, during that entire monologue she was having, by the way, I glanced over at this part of the map and saw the word penis and had to hold in raucous laughter.
Alrighty. Well, this... it's not super, huge for a snake, but it's not like ginormous fills up the room. But this creature is going to move forward, slithering along the floor, and it is going to attack you twice.
Alright.
First one is a natural 1. That sucks. Second attack. Is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Alrighty, I need you to make me a con save.
That's going to be a 23.
Alright, you succeed. So you are only going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
That's total?
Yep.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
Okay. Do I get a sense of what kind of creature this is?
Make me an insight check.
$15.
Weirdly enough, despite the seemingly intense situation, this seems like a normal beast. Like it is just a snake.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to apply Shield of Faith to myself, bringing my AC up to a 24. And then I'm going to attack it twice with Nebula, assuming that I still have it.
Yep, you still have all of your belongings.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, good, because I got 2 of them. I need it to make me a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to try to apply Fairy Fire to it with the sword.
Alrighty. Oh, that's a 16.
16's gonna succeed. I need it to make me a second one, because I think I get it. I can just keep doing that until it applies, right? Check real quick. Oh. Okay, so the answer is yes, I can, but it's not going to do what I think it's going to do, so it doesn't matter. I don't think he plans on going invisible. I mean, if he does, then I will want another Constitution save.
I mean, do you just want me to make it?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
All right, sick. So if it was planning on camouflaging or going invisible, we are having none of that. And then it is going to take a total of 27 plus 21 is 48. It's going to take 48 points of damage from the sword itself, and it cannot turn invisible.
Alrighty. As your sword splits into the snake, it hisses, and then it falls onto the ground and starts to undulate, and then the scales on its body start to peel and rip apart, and then out of it comes a fucked up spectral creature. The fairy fire-like effect still applies. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. If it... Yeah, so the only thing... This is why I wish I wrote... Hold on a second. There's only so many things that I can fit on a single weapon in this fucking thing. Why did I type the word message in? That's not going to tell me what I need to know.
What are you looking for? Because I have Nebula pulled up.
Yeah, what is the fairy fire effect on Nebula? Is it actually just straight up fairy fire, or is it some other thing?
To make a con save against your spell save DC. If they fail until the start of your next turn, all attacks against that creature are advantage.
Oh, okay, that's why I said fairy fire-ish, because it's only until the start of the next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I must be thinking of a different weapon from a different game then. I mean, okay, still applies. So on my next turn, I'll get advantage on my attacks against it. That's fine. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, but you see the snake's body like split apart and then rise out of it this other shadowy like specter of a creature, and it is going to attack you twice. Okay, first one's gonna miss. Second one is a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And, okay. You are going to take 13 points of necrotic damage, and... your strength is reduced by 2.
If my belt makes my strength 25, like if it's just a flat replacement for it.
I actually don't know if strength drain.
Well, I believe it would drain from your strength, but it wouldn't functionally do anything because it's being set by an item.
Okay,
so it would be reduced. It would be reduced by 2, and then the belt would set it to 25.
Okay, so
you'd still die, but you won't suffer the
right. So that just means that I need to know what my base strength is, and I believe my base strength is an 18. So my base strength right now is a 16 instead.
Cool. Thank you, Groove.
Of course.
But that is going to be all for it. It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to use that advantage to, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to swing at it twice, 22 and a 20.
Those both
so
hit.
We're hitting twice for 34, 35, 36 points of... That can't be right. Wait, huh? Oh, that's why I did it that way. So it's 34, 35, 36. So it's going to be 38 points of damage.
All right.
Does necrotic damage, does it have resistance to that?
It is immune.
It is immune. Okay, so it actually is 36.
All right, 36 damage is noted. Anything else for your turn, Jay?
So we will save it. That's my turn.
Alrighty, we are back to the creature's turn. We're gonna roll for recharge. It does not recharge, so it is just going to, it has no choice but to attack you twice. Your AC is 24?
Yes, and it's going to stay 24 because I succeeded on concentration from the previous damage.
Okay. So the first one is going to miss. Second one, however, will just hit with a 24.
Nice, nice.
Okay. So you are going to take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your strength, your base strength is going to go down by 1.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
I'm still concentrating.
Yeah, you see for a ripple of a second that's something that the creature attempts to do something. You can't quite place what it is though, since it was not able to recharge. We're gonna move on though. It is back to your turn.
Okay. How much damage did I take from that? You said it was
10.
10?
Yes.
Alright. As a bonus action on my turn, I'm going to use Nebula's ability to heal myself for 8 points of damage. Then I'm going to swing twice more. That's going to be a 26 and another 17. For 30, 43, 44 points of damage.
Alright.
And then just for funsies, I'm going to wrap around it.
Alrighty, I have to go grab something from my little DM spot real quick. No, I don't want to use that one. Where the fuck is it? This will be good enough. Alright. When Nebula pierces through the shadowy specter in front of you, it is going to start to split and tear apart like the ripping of fabric. It is going to start retching and screeching, and then replacing it is going to be what looks like a woman. Gonna make the sizing of this a little more make sense. There we go. She has very pale skin and lightly wavy dark hair that descends most of the way down her back. She is wearing just regular black leather armor, maybe with some silver aesthetic stitching into it. And her piercing red eyes are glaring into you. For the rest of this combat, Jay, because you killed another form of this creature, you do have advantage on all saving throws.
Okay. She does not look like a woman that I've ever seen before, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you have never seen her before, no.
Okay.
Was there anything else for your turn?
Nope, that was action, bonus action, and I even did a cute little maneuver to try to get around the back of it before it shedded its shadowy visage.
Alrighty, yeah, so the being whirls around at you, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's going to be a 23.
Alrighty, that does succeed. However, you do feel your skin run cold and your bones start to stiffen. And you hear the sound of wailing in your ears. As you look at this visage. And she is going to make 2 attacks at you. The first one is going to be with her claws. That is a 25 to hit. Oh, nope. There we go. Okay. Sorry, it's getting darker outside, so I'm slowly starting not to be able to see as good. Alright, that is going to be 8 slashing damage, and then she's gonna bite you.
Wouldn't it be fucked up? I'll explain.
You got this, Jay!
He has no idea what you're talking about.
She does go to bite you, but she can't quite pierce through your armor even with her supernaturally strong fangs. That is going to be the end of the creature's turn. Jay, it is your turn.
Awesome. Thank God for Gloves of the Healer, by the way. I just read that while looking for something to augment the fact that I don't have any fucking spell slots left, and I just saw that whenever I heal somebody, I get temp HP equal to double my fucking levels, so we're good for a little while here. I'm going to... let's see, actually. How do I want to do this? Right now... How far is it? Yeah, I think even if I get... Nah, that's not gonna work. Alright. This is... Gotta do this the old-fashioned way. With no audience present to cheer him on, this entire fight is being done wordlessly. He is silent. He is locked the fuck in, as the kids say. And there is not a single... ounce of showmanship in his movements. Everything that he does is deliberate, and every single strike is meant to be lethal. He, against whatever this thing is, he understands that it is the only key, or rather the only thing in his way that is stopping him from completing his mission. And right now he is showing it no mercy. And he swings twice more with Nebula for a 25 and a 26 to hit. It's going to be 22. It's going to be 41 points of damage as he continues to cut and thrust. Nebula's size changing to be just perfectly at measure with every single swipe, like he has done this for 1,000 campaigns.
Alrighty, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty, at the start of the creature's turn, I need you to make me another wisdom save as the creature looks up at you and says, "Your mother's blood was delicious."
That's a 22 on the wisdom save.
Yeah, so once again, especially with the creature's word, you feel this, trembling underneath your skin. It literally makes every muscle in your body feel like it has been struck with needles, but you persevere. And the creature is going to attack you twice. First one going to be with her claws. Okay, claw attack will miss. She is going to go in for a bite. Natural 20. Hold on, I don't remember what happens if this hits. Okay.
I think I lose max HP or some shit.
Alright. So, yeah, it's for the necrotic damage specifically. So you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage. And then you are going to take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum HP is permanently reduced by... Well, not permanently, but, maximum HP is reduced by 10. I don't know why I said that's so weird.
Alright.
Holy fuck, Jess.
That would be awful, oh my god.
And then... Yep. Alrighty. Your turn, Jay.
I wish Lay on Hands was a bonus action when it was being applied to yourself.
Just dump all of it into yourself.
Don't forget you still have a death ward.
Yeah, that's true. Dumping it all into myself right now wouldn't do anything because I'm only technically missing 6 HP right now. I'm at 74 out of 80. But if I heal myself for even 1 hit point, I get 16 temp HP. But 16 temp HP isn't going to do anything when it's hitting me for
Yeah, just keep
exactly that
swinging.
and then some.
Just keep swinging.
Yeah, he is not going to acknowledge the vampire's statement with a response. Instead, he is going to continue, like the trained knight that he is, finding any opening that he can exploit and hammering it. A 25 and a 23 to hit.
Those both hit.
21, 42 plus 5 is 47. 47 more points of damage.
You said 47?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, what the fuck?
And now, taking stock of the situation, Jay is going to look at the areas, at like what this room is. And I, as Joey, would like to know if there is any verticality to this place. Is there anything that I could like try to move towards, or try to like stand on top of to get like a better like foothold, something along those lines, like a platform or a staircase or something?
There's areas that have like a kind of like rocky surface to them that kind of like that the waterfalls are cutting through, that are like right here and right here, because that's where there's like waterfalls. But other than that, this kind of looks like it is a purposefully set up like arena.
Gotcha. And there's no there's like no cliff at the top of the waterfalls that I would be able to like stand on?
Not particularly. The room kind of like fades off the further up it goes, almost like it's like a set up illusion. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Then yeah, we're just gonna stay the course and end the turn there.
Alrighty. Roll this again. Nope. Okay. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
24.
That
was my best roll so far. That wasn't a net 20 anyways.
Claw attack will miss. Bite attack is going to be a 25 to hit.
All right.
You are going to take 7 points of piercing damage, and you are going to take 6 points of necrotic damage. And your maximum HP is reduced by 6.
Okay, so max HP is now 74. Can I? There we go. That helps. Oh, I'm so glad I can put characters that aren't numbers into this goddamn field, because that would piss me off. Oh my god.
Alrighty. And it is now your turn.
We are going to trust in that death ward. And
Hey,
what's up?
Is Jay unconscious right now?
For y'all's point of view, yes. To you, it just looks like he has been, for however many seconds, just rooted into the ground.
Okay. Is he within 10 feet of me? Can I go into his dream?
I think when I entered the area, I was standing right here. It was one of these two squares. I can't remember which one. Oh wait, no, it wasn't, because I moved. I didn't even step up. I was standing here, so I was 15 feet away from the door.
You would, just because like some things like moved around, you would be able to view. You would not be able to interact.
Oh, okay.
Without interfering with the validity of his trial.
Better than death. All right. Just want to know. continue.
It is your turn, Jay Elwood.
Continue, he said, like a what's the word? A prospector. Couple more quick slashes, another 23 and another 24, because we can't roll anything outside of the range of 12 to 15 on the dice right now. 22 plus 21 is 43 points of damage, as he now is attempting to sort of like target the head and the arms, purposely pushing back and trying to keep at bay the natural weapons of the undead creature.
Already, you said that was 43?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for your turn, Jay?
No, not even a cloak of billowing. This is serious.
This is serious.
Holy moly.
Alrighty. Take number... Ooh. You see the creature start to twist and undulate, seemingly of its own volition rather than the last few things that you've seen so far. You see its like neck crack, and you see its like body start to tremble as it starts to shrink in size, taking the form of a smaller woman. With piercing red eyes and a head of wild red hair. You've seen her in a vision before. And she looks up at you with a gaze that can only be described as indescribably hateful. And she has a very large greatsword that literally comes out of a hole in her wrist, like blade first, and it slowly comes out of her skin. And once the once the grip of the sword reaches her palm, she then closes her palm around it. And she is going to... You then see her slide her palm along the blade of the sword, causing herself to bleed over it, and she is going to attack you twice.
Ah, darkness, my old friend.
That is going to be a 28 for the first attack.
Oh no, Winfrey fucks.
And it's also going to be a 28 for the second attack.
Ugh, okay.
And I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Remember, you do have advantage.
Do I need to make 2?
Yes. Thank you.
20 and a 24.
Okay, that succeeds. You do not get affected by a blood curse.
She can do those? I never had that.
It's been 15 years.
Yeah, I know. And actually, yes, I did. Well, not a blood curse, but I had a warlock curse. This is gonna hit so fucking hard right now. This is a goddamn greatsword.
For the first attack, you are going to take 21 points of magical piercing damage. For the second attack, you're going to take 17 points of magical slashing damage.
Yep, that's a problem.
But that is going to be the end of the creature's turn. Jade, is your turn.
How's Jay feeling?
Looking pretty fucking terrible. But he's not down yet. Death Ward brings you back with 1 hit point, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, basically it's a replacement effect. If anything would reduce you below 1, it sets you to 1 instead.
Okay, that's what.
Also, I was going back through the chat log, and I realized you actually have 2 death wards right now.
You can do that?
Yeah. You absolutely can.
You can stack them, yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I didn't know that at all.
My character in the Theros game had like 17 death wards at one point.
That's too many.
No, it was not enough, actually. It was no.
Jesus.
No.
New creature who this
into a fucking Phyrexian wood chipper.
Does I know that a 17 hit when it was in a previous form. Does an 18 hit it?
An 18 will miss.
18 misses now. Does a 21 still hit?
A 21 hits.
That's gonna be 23 points of damage. Seeing, I think we know her name at this point, right? I'm pretty sure we figured that out at some point.
You do know.
I think Trixie told us her name, right?
You do know that the. Yeah, you know that the name of this visage is Winfrey.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was gonna say I was pretty sure Trixie told us about Winfrey at some point. But seeing Winfrey now does not shake his resolve. As a matter of fact, it only motivates him even further. But that motivation begins to blind him as he is now taking blows left and right, hoping that he can strike in his own way. Just bringing his sword down now in relentless, unmeasured, but deadly slams, for lack of a better term. Just trying to finish her as quickly as possible. And with that 23 points of damage, I end my turn.
Alrighty. You hear a sound that sounds like shattering glass, kind of like emanate around you, and then the visage grins at you. And she is going to, once again, attack you twice.
Mm-hmm. While she's rolling those, can you put the damage in the chat? I need to step away for 1 second.
Alrighty. Well, the first one... What the fuck? This game is so silly.
Yeah?
The first attack was a natural 1, the second attack was a natural 20.
I see.
This game is so quirky, silly, and hilarious. I wish Joey didn't walk away for that. I wanted him to say something silly. Okay. Ow.
Do you want me to pretend to be Joey? I can say something silly.
Yeah, say something silly.
I'm back. Let me see.
There.
Hi, Joey. I got a natural 1 on my first attack, and I got a natural 20 on my second attack.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. See, Joey said something silly.
Was that like a bet?
Oh, I just wanted you to say something silly.
Oh.
Alrighty. So, from that second attack, you are going to take 30 points of magical slashing.
Alright. That knocks me to -1, except no it doesn't. I have a death ward.
So as that damage comes in and knocks Gelwood, he starts to fall back, losing consciousness, when all of a sudden what feels like granite locks itself around your heart for a second, and then just starts pulsing rapidly like a fucking shot of adrenaline.
Alright.
Alrighty.
You also shit yourself.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. And it is now your turn.
Alright.
You got this! Kill him!
We're just gonna have to hope and pray. I think I'll have to use my lay on hands if the second death ward pops, but yeah, 2 more. Oh, double 28s. You hate to see it. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not a 19 on the die. That's 17 on the die. I'm stupid. Either way, those could have been 20s, and they were... Oh. 59 points of damage.
You hear another sound like shattering glass as you see flecks of frost fall off the Visage's body. And you realize that the sounds that you were hearing were the Visage having death wards of their own, manifesting as very thin sheets of ice on her clothing. And she looks down at the sword implanted wherever you stabbed her, and then you see her tiny limbs start to grow, and her fingers stretch and twist. You can hear the cracking of bones as she grabs onto you, and like her body starts to grow and shift unnaturally so, limbs long and outstretched. You feel this bitter cold of ice as your wounds have been sealed by magical stone, but there is both your and her blood all over the floors. It is staining the grass. There are flower petals that were once beautiful and white, now dappled with the red of your blood. And she is going to peel back the visor on your helmet, and you feel, I don't want to say paralyzed because there's no official condition, this is just all a mental thing. You feel like the long gnarled fingers with now overgrown tinted yellow fingernails prying your face and prying your mouth open, and she just spits blood into your mouth. But then the visage starts to violently shake and shimmer and start to fade and flitter away into dust. You taste the horrid, wet, and metallic tang of aged blood down your throat. You can, no matter how much you spit, you can still taste it clinging to your tongue. You feel the ache in your body that is both cold and warm at the same time, as if your very blood is keeping you from getting hypothermia. And for a moment, everything is completely still. You don't hear the rushing of the waterfall anymore. You don't see the slight, unnatural ambient breeze going through any of the flowers or the plants. This place no longer seems like a bastardization of life, like a replication. It now just seems like a picture suspended in time. And you see a small golden butterfly through all of this stillness flutter up to you and land at the very end of the blade of your sword. And out from the shadows, no longer looking like a specter, you see the elven woman from before. And she says, "How do you feel?"
Dissatisfied.
And why is that?
Because striking her down was only a dream.
Your determination is admirable. Tell me, Jay Elwood, where does your strength come from?
It comes from my motivation, my troop, my training, from my past.
And when faced with adversity, when faced with the crippling fear and cold of defeat, what pushes you forward?
The hope that one day those that met their end by her fangs will feel peace.
And when you see the fang of an enemy or the blade of a foe strike one of your friends, what is your first response?
To defend them. To put myself in the place of their wounds.
She, looks at you for a long moment. She doesn't say anything else. And then she, grins and says, "That would be all four. You are able to acknowledge what your worst fear is without claiming that you have none. Your worst fear is that all of your efforts will be for naught, and that in the end you will not be protecting anyone even if you win. That is your mind. And being able to understand your mind is the first and best way of conquering it. Being able to admit that you have a fear is the first key to mastering the laws of nature and where you stand in it. Your motivation, your aspirations, everything that you fight for are ingrained into your very soul, another foundation of what it means to be alive. And through all your training and through all of your hope and all of your valor, you're able to push your body to its limits, even when you feel like you're about to fall. You stand until you are incapable. The mastery over your body is impressive. And then lastly, your instincts match. When you or those around you are faced with adversity, you feel your need to be in their place, to take the blows that you have long withstood for as long as you can remember. What it truly means to be alive and what it truly means to be a part of nature, what it truly means to be a part of Physis' order. This isn't about gods. This isn't about impressing those who are beyond the aether. This is about exactly what you want. Bringing glory to yourself and those around you, as well as destroying those that seek to defy the very laws of nature. And you see her, take a step back, and the armor that she wears does not come with her, and she's instead in, I guess I would say, a fancy robe. I wouldn't call it a dress, it's not quite long enough. She just looks like in a fairly, I wouldn't call it overly fancy, but a nice outfit. And she stands to the side, and she says, "Reach for the mantle, Jay, and don't be worried about the resistance. Just reach out your hand. Claim your right."
I shall.
And do you raise your hand, Jay?
Oh, absolutely.
As you do, to you, you simply see yourself extending your hand, but it feels so heavy. Literally feels like your body has suddenly become made out of lead. It is so difficult to lift your hand. And to everyone else, you see Jay, who has for quite a while been literally shackled to the ground by magical vines. You see him lift up his hand, pulling the vines out of the earth and dragging the soil and creating rifts in it as he is slowly bringing up his hand from an unconscious state. Jay, I would like you to make me a strength saving throw. You still have advantage from your previous fight.
Whoa. And my strength saves are really good too, because the fucking film. This is a 21. No, sorry, 24.
Yeah, you lift your hand, and even though it feels impossibly heavy, your fingertips are slowly coming towards the armor. And once again, for everyone else, you see Jay literally crawling, from your point of view, crawling across the room towards the pedestal where the armor rests. Again, dragging the dirt behind him. The vines are creating rifts and trenches in the dirt. He is uprooting the soil and nearby plants. And then, once your fingers graze against the plate, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. This time, it actually is 21.
That just succeeds. Your hand touches the plate, and a pulse of green energy fills the room. You hear a light little ding sound, almost as if, like hearing the sound of a pin drop with very sensitive hearing. And you blink, and you find yourself back in the original room. There are vines wrapped around your body, and you can see the trail that you've left coming to a crawl towards this, and you have both of your hands rested on the plate. And the vines fade away, including the ones keeping you from your friends, and you have 1 hit point.
Whoa. Does my max HP come back?
Yes, but you're obviously still missing all the hit points.
Yeah, okay, that's what I...
Yeah, any status effects you have lost, but you're still missing the same amount of HP.
Not turning around just yet, hands still on the mantle. He's gonna grab the full set of plate, well, at least the body piece anyways, because obviously he's gonna have to grab all this shit separately. He grabs the body piece and lifts it up and like brings it close to him, and he's going to inspect it, make sure that it is the genuine article, that this is like what he saw in the vision.
It absolutely is. And you hear a soft voice again, and everyone can hear this. When you don this plate, when you become my champion, you will be able to find what you seek.
Well, I don't think the whole party wants to sit here for an hour while he changes armor in the middle of the room, so he's going to take anything out of his bag that can be easily replaced, like small things, like he's going to take his javelins out, his bolts for his crossbow. He's actually, as a matter of fact, probably just going to toss the crossbow to the side and start just like loading everything up into his bag.
Would you like to use the magic of the rune to instantly don this armor?
I can do that? Yes, I would like to do that.
You hear like a breeze pass through your ears, and the armor is on. Again, it is like a silver kind of armor that has some darker places that are like a darker and much deeper near black alloy. Again, with runes that, depending on what angle you look at them, they shift in color. And I am going to put in chat what it does. And I'm going to read it out loud. The Plate of Physis. Critical hit immunity. Treat crits as a normal hit. Whenever you land a hit against an undead creature, that creature takes an additional amount of damage equal to your level. When attuned to this armor, once a week you may speak the command word, which is Physis, as a bonus action to activate the following effects. For 4 orbs swirl around you, 1 red, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 gold. Each orb grants an extra health pool equaling to 50 HP. These pools are depleted when you take specific types of damage, red being fire, blue being cold, gold being lightning, and green being acid. When taking damage of the specified types, the damage instead goes to the orb's health pools. The orbs cannot be healed and last until they are destroyed and do not reactivate until the command word is spoken again. Additionally, whenever you use the Divine Smite feature, you may choose to substitute the radiant damage with one of the orb's damage types. When dealing damage this way with a substitute damage type, it overcomes resistance and immunity to that damage.
Save image.
Yeah, that armor seems pretty cool.
We gotta find the rest of these fucking trials now. Sorry, Camelus, you're gonna have to get your skin taken off.
Stop.
Putting everything back in the bag as he now sees that he acted in haste, Jay is going to, first off, he's gonna check. Because the armor is just put on, does it like overtake and replace the armor that I was wearing? Does it just like meld into my old shit?
Yep.
So I can still like he's gonna try to shift the gauntlet off. Like he's gonna try to use his changeling abilities to like reveal his bare hand without actually removing the gauntlet.
And it works.
Saves me another 300 gold.
The dream of glory supersedes all within this room. The sensation is overpowering. Have you done it, Sir Jay Elwood?
He is going to walk back to the group, hearing Johnny's words, and as you see the new armor, his eyes through the slit in the visor are now a lightning purple. And he says,
Not yet. But we have unlocked the door to my redemption.
Well met. In that case, there is much to do outside of this room, and finer tools to do it. Have you grown? Have you completed your trial?
Johnny, Mr. O'Phage, I feel absolutely awful. And I am currently hiding all of that because I have simultaneously never felt better in my entire life. I might be on death's door. A cat scratch, I'm sure, would put me into a coma. But I feel as if I have finally taken a step towards the goal that I have been trying to reach for many, many years. At least 15.
We were just battening down for the night. Shall we rest then?
Well, before we rest, these are actually about to expire. Xander's gonna take out fucking 10 good berries and give them all to Jay. So, go ahead and eat those real quick. And, all together, Xander's giving you a fuck ton of good berries.
Oh, okay.
Because they're about to expire anyway. And if you eat all 10 of them, they'll give you 30 hit points.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you wouldn't have known it if he didn't do this exact thing that he does right now, but he shifts the helmet off, and you can see that, like, the purple eyes beneath the visor, part of that, you're pretty sure, is because they've been swollen shut from getting the ever-living fuck beat out of him. And he... With all 10 berries in his hand, his mouth, like, unstitches itself and opens up as he dumps them all inside. It's a very unsightly thing, and you know Jay Elwood to have better manners than this, but considering how fucked up he is, it's a little understandable. In fact, I don't know that anyone's ever seen Jay this hurt before.
I don't know if Jay has gotten this hurt before in this game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think this might be the closest Jay has ever come to death, because I am always cheating damage all the time, and
You've been down twice.
Down twice? Wait, how long have we been playing? That's like once a year.
You got down during the Lozano fight, and one other. I can't remember.
Well, to be fair, he was fully kitted out in plate armor, so it's not like we could see him.
Yeah, for sure. And as the swelling kind of goes down, and the helmet kind of shifts back up again, he says,
I will never know how you put such potent healing energy into something the size of a blueberry.
Xander does that thing where he kind of like makes a fist and like taps it against his chest twice and then holds up a peace sign, looks up and says, "So thanks to the Wild Mother herself, Guinevere. Shout out."
I think before we do take, I want to roleplay a little bit more. I'm going to be honest. I want to roleplay a little bit more. He steps forward and he like kind of looks between the rest of the party. Looks between Vivian, then looks to Lysel, then looks to Emiko, and he says,
"How long was I out for?"
Years.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, that was a joke. It wasn't that long, actually. Probably as long as you think it was.
Well, it felt... Yeah, that's not very determinate. I'll just assume that it wasn't worth counting.
Long enough for you to get your ass beat by the looks of things?
Yes, I think I very much, before we get to rest, thank all of you. I know that I'm abrasive, I have a bit of a loud mouth that sometimes gets me into trouble, or gets me into... Well, I think I let your imagination take that one from me. But the fact that you've been able to stick it out with me for this long shows that I have found some people of very good character.
So long as blade and tooth are aligned, we will fight under the same mantle. And should they ever become orthogonal, I will set you upon your right path.
I have no idea what Joni just said, but if it makes you feel any better, I have always viewed us as like, you know, two sides, same coin sort of situation.
I just sometimes feel as though my intentions are unfair because I am in this for mostly selfish reasons. I do not fight for the same things that you all do.
Mate, we're all here for selfish reasons, alright? It's just, for some of us, those selfish reasons, we sort of justify themselves as being altruistic, right?
Well, in a sense, they are usually altruistic, yes. I mean, we're trying to take down a, how do I put this, neo-terroristic group of, bigoted hunters and poachers, as well as...
Which I didn't give a shit about until they murdered my shall we say, sister's girlfriend. Right, like, I'm not out here, just for the good of me own heart, you know?
I suppose.
I'm frankly out here for basically the same thing you are. It's just, instead of it just being directed at sort of one person, it's an entire fucking organization, right? If anything, your motivation is much more reasonable than my own, so...
All
Don't
for
think,
the consumption of evil. All causes just, so long as they leave the world a little lighter.
Basically, yeah. We're just trying to leave the world a better place than how we found it, right? So, don't be too hard on yourself.
Well, thank you. With how long it has been since I've seen my family, I was not sure that I would be able to find people that I could come to love. And your words of reassurance do nothing but redouble my efforts.
Way I
I
see
think
it,
I need to go unconscious again before I collapse.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, as you're all having this conversation, a door appears on the other side of this room, the Thunder and Lightning trial, that looks similar to the one that you entered when you first entered this dungeon to begin with. Even grass starts to sprout and kind of surround it, looking very peaceful. Actually, fuck, shit.
Xander, seeing this door appears, like, sighs loudly and says, "Thank the fucking gods! I'm tired of this place." He's gonna walk out.
Yeah, and when you all walk out... Oh, what's up?
Does Physis have a title that isn't just her name?
Some people call her the Nymph Song. Some people call her the, Some people call her the Elemental Queen. Sorry, I almost said a Guinevere nickname. That's why I went, When you all exit the dungeon, you are met with the same cool breeze and stillness of night that you were standing in when you entered. And if you turn around to look back from whence you came, the door to the dungeon is completely gone, and you are looking at the open wilderness of Viron.
Nice.
Nice. We were about to take a long rest 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are at the end of an adventure day, about to take a long rest.
Okay, yeah, we go back, we take a long rest.
You know, I heard that Shallow Soldier Nymph Song was a pretty good game, came out recently.
Shut up.
Joey, that was not a good joke, and I did not laugh.
It would make me feel so much better if you did at least a little bit.
That was funny.
I'm
That was
sure
a
it
good
would.
joke, Joey. Keep it up.
Have you ever considered, Joey, that perhaps you don't deserve to feel better?
Joey, have you ever considered that I hope you always feel better?
My brain doesn't let me feel any way except for better, so no, I haven't considered it.
Okay, yeah, we take the long-awaited, the 6-month long rest, the longest adventuring day ever to occur. And then, the day after, we head back out to keep searching for, I think it was Lev that got all his skin peeled off.
Yeah, it
And
was.
Camillus.
You guys were going to go save Levin Camillus, and we're on your way to Aelincar.